I really didn't want to talk about the Disney remakes again so soon, especially weeks after the news broke out of a certain casting choice, but people couldn't shut up, could they? Fine, let's talk about this. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't talk about this the week the news broke out, well, it's simply because these videos are time consuming, and in order to have them up weekly, I have to start working on them weeks in advance. So yeah, if you're interested in my stuff and would like to see faster turnaround, I'd suggest helping me on Patreon so this can be my primary career, rather than just a hobby.
I will bring honor to us all.
Disney remakes. Why couldn't you leave my initial video alone? For those new to my stuff, I'm tired of Disney remakes. I did enjoy Jungle Book, and Pete's Dragon and Christopher Robin were both pretty good, but I didn't count those last two. One for being a remake of a live action film, the other for being more like a sequel to the material overall. In all honesty, I'd rather Disney do new things with their movies instead of doing remakes, but if they have to do the remakes, at least try to make them different enough to stand on their own. After all, various adaptations of the same source can exist, just don't make them the same empty recreations. At the time of this writing, Lion King is about to be released. We just got a new trailer for Mulan, which looks pretty neat honestly and gives me hope, while Maleficent 2 did the opposite of give me hope. And well, the reason this video had to be made, Little Mermaid received its lead, Halle Bailey as Ariel. Just listen to all those racist arguments try to sound reasonable. Never mind that a day or two before it was revealed, Awkwafina, another talented woman of color, was announced to be playing Scuttle, which was originally a male character. I guess sidekicks can be people of color, but leads? Nah, give them the white redhead. And look, I love The Little Mermaid, despite it being played on constant repeat throughout my childhood, thanks to my sisters. I do think the movie is a classic. But to say it can't be changed is insane when you consider how much was changed to make it palatable for Disney to begin with. Nothing about Ariel says she has to be a redhead, or white, or hell, even named Ariel. I mean, it's been a while since I've read the original tale, but I'm pretty sure the Ariel name did not come from it. So why not let a talented young actress get the role? 'Cause she's black? Do you know how racist you sound saying, well, now that there's a black mermaid, I don't want to watch this movie? It's pretty racist.
Pathetic.
A common argument I see pop up is that if Ariel can be black, does that mean Tiana can be white now? Which again, how incredibly racist of you. Look, if you want to do an adaptation of The Frog Prince, sure, cast a white lead all you want. But more so than a lot of other Disney fairy tales, The Princess and the Frog is a very specific take on the story. I mean, The Frog Prince is even a story within that movie's world. The setting, the time period, and characters are all purely creations of that film. So even if Tiana doesn't have to be black, which is lie, if you've seen the film, you know why. All you to do is take away one of the few non-white leads. Meanwhile, there's millions of white leads, so giving the opportunity to someone who normally isn't the lead is justice, and well, just. That's why the if blank were played by a white person there'd be an outrage argument is stupid. Putting aside we get movies like Dragon Ball Evolution and Ghost in the Shell which whitewash the leads, the idea that it's all one-sided and hypocritical is just wrong. Of course there's an outrage when one black, Asian, or Hispanic character is played by some white dude. The pool for leads is already small for anyone not white. The same cannot be said for white heroes. The abundance of them is part of a belief that only white people can sell to big crowds, but we know that's not true anymore. That's why it's fine to recast someone whose background didn't factor into the story, because Ariel could be anything besides white, and the story wouldn't change. Sorry, the science of the sun making your skin pale or white doesn't matter, nor should it in a tale featuring a Jamaican crab who runs an orchestra. And while we're at it, black people can be Danish and they can have red hair, so back off with those answers too.
Pathetic.
See, at the end of the day, this goes bigger than just the casting of a silly mermaid. Time and time again, if you change the race of any cast member of any beloved franchise, people go nuts. They act like giving a non-white actor a chance is a bad thing because it ruins their vision of the original, even when it just doesn't matter. It's Erasure Day trot out, and then they trot out the arguments about how we get mad when one of our characters are taken, ignoring the nuances about these things. Oh, why not create something new if you want lead roles? We do, and they're not always guaranteed to succeed because they're not a franchise. Sometimes they don't even get made because of that. If a beloved franchise gets remade, rebooted, whatever, and it stars a black woman, a Latina, or an Asian woman, and inspires children of those backgrounds to pursue art, why is that bad? Why does that hurt you? Representation matters more than keeping a fictional character white for no reason other than because they originally were white.
Pathetic.
Now, just to be clear, I'm only defending the casting choice, okay? I'm not interested in this remake, especially if it's another lazy recreation. I sincerely hope it's good, but I don't know right now given their track record on remakes. Ultimately, there's nothing wrong with giving a woman a role she normally would not get, because it doesn't erase the hundreds of already white characters. And if this only exists to give more non-white people a chance they normally don't get, then I suppose that's one thing in Disney's favor. And Disney, seriously, why do you have to go and pull this at Mulan to make me want to retract my statement on your remakes? You're an evil and brilliant company, you know that, right? Well, anyways, see you next time.